Hi, I am Dr. Yvonne Monroe from Kingston, Jamaica. There are many testimonials I could give of not only myself, but of family members, friends, and patients. Today I want to share a personal one, of which there are many. Recently, a bearer came to collect some products for a customer of mine. He went to my old workplace and was told that I was no longer there because I retired. He called me and came by my location. And when I came out, he said to me, "You are Dr. Monroe?" And I said, "Yes." "Why?" And he said, "You don't look like someone retired." And yes, this is to say that many persons have told me, persons who have not seen me of recent, when I meet them, they say, "You don't look a day older." And yes, I keep good health. And but I also think the Sanki system has added to me not appearing um, as I should have based on my chronological age. So yes, the scientific system here to stay always. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Shirley Spencer, and I would like to give a quick testimony of what Sankey Global has been doing for me, especially the Belage. I was introduced to the Belage by Dr. Monroe when I had a terrible problem with my legs. For years, nothing would get them better. And they were at such a stage that I was getting scared. And I heard about it on the radio, memorized the call, memorized the phone the number, and made one of the best calls I've ever made. Because now, 6 months later, the swelling that I normally had is down. The wounds, and I had three, and I've had them for over 20 years, has gone down. One was as big, as deep, and as long as my little finger. They have now come to the surface, and I have to give thanks to this product because nothing else was working. Also, when I mixed the Belage and the Inner 7, after a few days I realized that my memory that I didn't have much of is slowly coming back together. And I'm giving thanks to God and to the person of this creation. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Denzel Finley, one of our Sanki Global Health Advisors. I must admit how pleased I am to be part of this company and being able to help persons get their body in a state to heal itself. Yes? And to listen to their testimonies thereafter. And of course, I'm going to tell you about one of them, which gets me emotional at times when I speak about it. Last year, sometime after a radio broadcast, this lady contacted me to get more information on the supplements. Yes, I gave her and she was pleased. But she said that she had an eye operation to do, so she's going to get that done first and then she gets onto the supplements. We kept in touch. So in January, she called. So I said to myself, wow, eye operation done. But she said to me, "Mr. Denzel, I got the appointment to do the eye operation. But they said I couldn't do it because my sugar level is too high. I need you now. How quickly can you get here?" I said, "Well, I could get there in about another hour or so." Well, I got there in an hour and 5 minutes. Yes, and she insisted that I mix her first drink of Belage and Inner 7. I did that. She enjoyed it. So I left her to, to enjoy her drink. When I got there, she had pains all over, swollen ankle, swollen feet, no feeling in the sole of her feet, yes, and other internal conditions which result of the diet or diet choices. So I advised her accordingly and left her to experience the efficacy of the formulas. After 2 weeks, she called and said she had something to tell me. She said, "Mr. Denzel, that picture you saw there on the wall in the living room, I'm seeing it clearer now. And when I drink that red one in the night, I sleep, you see, and I dream. And when I wake up, I try to catch back the dream because it was so sweet." And of course, over time, she went back to the doctor and took her supplements. The doctor looked at the inner 7 and said, "Don't drink this one, it has salt." She said that she just took it, put it back in her bag, and never said another word because she knew that what I told her and what she's experiences is fine with her. So she has been getting rid of her pains, getting rid of the swelling, getting feeling in the feet, and of course, conditions just improving. The latest thing she's saying to me now is that she doesn't believe that she's going to do that eye operation again. She's going to stick with her Sanki products. Ladies and gentlemen, isn't that awesome? Or you all need to get on these products and become Sankified. Yes, these are what going to help you with your cellular garbage disposal. Have a good evening.
Hi everyone, I'm Giselle Johnny. I'm based out of Trinidad and Tobago, and I currently reside in the US. 3 years ago, I discovered 4 large tumors in my stomach. One of these tumors was so large it was the size of a 4-month-old baby. I began hemorrhaging sometimes for 3 months at a time. While doing an imaging process in the hospital, it was discovered that I had a large thyroid goiter with 15 nodules inside of it. The goiter was so large it was restricting oxygen from going to my trachea, through my trachea, and getting to my brain. As a result of these 2 issues, I began fainting. I was very, very weak and very tired. I later developed celiac disease, which meant I could contain nothing that had gluten. My thyroid would swell and I would be in pain, and I would have to be in bed sometime for 2-3 days. I also had chronic constipation, so sometimes a week and a half, and even in one instance for 2 weeks I could not go to the bathroom. I had a weakened left ventricle, my heart muscle, and I also developed a blood clot. My entire body was shutting down. I also developed an autoimmune disease. So whenever I had gluten, and it went into my bloodstream, because I had a leaky gut as well, the gluten would enter into my bloodstream. My body would see that as something foreign and toxic and begin to try to get rid of it, which caused this autoimmune disease where my body was trying to destroy itself. It was fighting against itself. And so I had also lost 60% of my hearing. I felt like I was dying. I felt that my dreams was dying and my hope was dying. I did not know what to do or where to turn. Over the 3 years, a naturopathologist started helping me through the process. I was on 23 supplements, which I take once, twice, and some of them I took 3 times a day, guys. Do you know what that does to you mentally? Later on, last November, I felt that there was no hope, because last July, I was in the hospital. And there was 4 months I was down on my back, crying all the time in pain. But this natural health pathologist, who is a dear friend to me, took me out of the hospital and started helping me. So the 23 supplements started causing me to feel a bit better, but the process was very slow, very, very slow. I was getting results, but very slow. I'd also gained a lot of weight. Now, I was telling you about last November. So last November, I was invited to this Lifestyle Connect. I met some wonderful people based out of Florida, and I heard the wonderful news about Sanki Global. It's a system where you start with the Balaj, beautiful age. The Balaj goes into the mitochondria of the cells and start reversing diseases. Guys, today I'm on the entire Sanki system. The Balaj, the Hasaki, the Kranui, and the Inner 7. I want to tell you something. I just came from jogging this morning. I want to tell you something. I can do what I want because I have my health back, I have my groove back, and I say how Giselle got her groove back. And I am on a mission to help people who have found themselves in a predicament that I did. Reverse, recover, restore. I could feel my blood boiling, guys. I could feel my energy come back. My joy has returned, and I'm on a mission to help those who need help, guys. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Terry McGriff and I'm hailing from Newcastle, Delaware. I have a testimony that I would like to share about Sanki Global. I am a teacher. I operate a licensed childcare facility from my home for the last 13 years. And I have different, ages of children that come through. So I kind of stay on the floor with them. A couple of years ago, I was in a car accident and I was rear-ended and it kind of like messed my back up. I had ablations done on different levels, which made it good. However, it woke up the arthritis. I never had problems with my back. So I joined Sanki and I said, they have products that you could lose weight. So with the holidays, I wanted to take off a couple of pounds. So that was my focus. So I started taking the products and one day I was down on the floor with the children and the spirit said, "Did you see what you just did?" And I was like, huh? I had stood up off the floor with no problem. And I tell my parents, give me a minute to get off the floor. If you ring the bell and it takes me a while, that's because I have to, brace myself to get up. The spirit said, "Did you see what you just did?" I got up off the floor. Now, how long have I been doing it? I don't know, but it was after I started taking the Balaj and the Kranui and the Saki. I'm taking all of them. So I said that to say, I went into the kitchen and I touched my toes. I'm like, I could touch my toes. I came back in, I was screaming. The kids were like dancing with me and everything. Amazing. So the arthritis is still there, but it's dormant again. And I have my back back. I feel wonderful. Thank you to the Sanki products. Thank you, my cousin, Dr. Laney, for introducing me to this business. I really thank you. But guys, that's my testimony. I tried to keep it brief, but I get excited. I could touch my toes again. God bless you all.
Hi, my name is Radhika Nanan. Just sharing the past 5 years of my life with you guys. I had a lump in my left breast and I was diagnosed with first stage breast cancer. Doctors told me I was supposed to do 4 sessions of chemotherapy before surgery and 4 after. I did 2 sessions of chemotherapy and my immune system crashed with all the side effects. I did not have the strength to go for a 3rd session. Upon telling the doctor I can't handle the chemotherapy, he decided to remove my breast and my lymph nodes. I said no. With tears in my eyes, I walked away. Shortly after, I met Dr. D. She started to treat me with supplements and a few herbal remedies and diet. I saved my breast. In July of 2019, I was going through a very difficult time in my life. I was taking care of my younger brother, who eventually passed away with renal failure. I started experiencing chest pains and hoarseness in my voice. Again, back to the oncology. After running tests and scans, I was diagnosed with 4th stage lung cancer. I was given a 27% chance of living 2 to 3 years. Again, I started to take chemotherapy. I did 1 session and walk away. Together with my God, my positive attitude, and my dear Dr. Denise, I started the Sanki products. No meds from the oncology. Earlier March this year, I did back all my tests and my scans, and the doctors were amazed. My lungs had no tumors. All cancer was gone. Thanks to God, Dr. D, and Sanki products, I am cancer free. Thank you.